That's why you walk around the park with a churro all day, so you don't have to wear the mask.
As long as you're carrying something,
as long as you're eating, you don't have to wear a mask.
There is a petition for people to not open Disneyland because the workers are like, hey, we've lost loved ones. We don't want to go back to work and potentially get sick. That's where...
And this is coming from the workers?
This is coming from the workers.
The ones that are supposed to be like the happiest workers?
Yeah, well, they want to be happy, but if they're there and they're thinking, hey, I don't want to be around Rona, I'm not happy anymore, then they can't do their job. Right? But it's going to be interesting. Now, there are parks that have opened. So in Orlando, Universal opened, and this guy... I don't know, the points guy, whoever this guy is, he went to Orlando to check it out, and he says there's 5 things that Walt Disney can learn from Universal. One is mask fatigue. That's the first thing that I thought of.
Right.
Like wearing a mask for that long outside in the heat.
Walking around? Doing a speed run?
Right.
Hey, that's why you walk around the park with a churro all day, so you don't have to wear the mask.
As long as you're carrying something,
as long as you're eating, you don't have to wear a mask.
That's a good point.
Turkey leg.
Anything.
Then you suffer different things because then you're like adding so many calories to you that long term.
But you're walking.
True.
Well,
yeah. No, and it's Orlando.
No,
and it's Orlando.
You know what you need to do? You just need to pull trig.
What are you talking about?
If you're worried about calorie count.
Andrew has a great idea. Andrew says churro hole. I mean, that's obvious. Just cut a hole in your mask for the churro. It's churro hole.
Totally defeats the purpose of the mask.
Everything. The mask defeats the purpose of the mask. Like, come on.
Honestly, you should probably just do like one little tiny X-Acto blade slit right in the mouth right here. So it looks like it's it looks like it's fine. And then you
do that while you're wearing it.
No. But then you'd be the Joker. And you'd have the
smile on that face.
No. Like obviously before you put it down on one of those cutting things, you cut across, and it looks like it's together, and then you can just zip. You can put the churro right in there, take a bite, pull it out.
So I feel like, that maybe, I don't know, but I feel like Mike Wandry, my buddy here, has got some very good inside information because he says they're going to have mask relief areas, like the anti-smoking section. Like that's a great idea. I don't know what's going to happen, but there's a lot of things. Like this guy goes through, he says mask fatigue, the virtual queue plan in advance. It's just, I mean, I can't imagine how they're going to do queues. Adequate transportation for people to get in. Like you think about the tram situation.
We walk anyways.
Like, I understand, but there's a lot of people that don't or can't. Right? That's the other thing. He talks about
they
mobile
be there
food ordering.
they're at risk.
That is true. If you can't walk into the park, you're probably at risk.
I just want to know how they're going to deal with security first, because that's where everybody's stacked together.
Everything is a mess. It's all bad.
Screw all the rules. Just have a big fat disclaimer on every ticket, on everything.
They do.
Outside just says, like almost like petitioners that says,
you take it for your own risk.
You're on their own risk.
They do have a new corona risk on there that says you are assuming your own risk for going in here, and it specifically says for COVID-19.
This is going to be like the whole chemicals in this food cause cancer and birth defects in the state of California.
It's just like the back of the parking ticket. We don't take liability. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably that makes a lot more sense. And I think that works retail wise too. That a placard says, hey, you're at your own risk. You don't have to wear a mask if you don't want to, but you're accepting the risk of you coming in without a mask, right? Because it's all legal posturing.
They had a big problem in Orange County because, they ordered masks everywhere.
Yes.
And then there was death threats against the
new health person. Yeah.
So the new person's come in and says, well, it's more of an advisory, we think you should do it, but
yeah, it's just such a messy thing, and it's all litigation posturing.
Yep.
It's all the businesses that are like, we don't really care, but we need to put it on here because if someone was to get sick, they could sue us because whatever, and that's the thing. Ethan says, now Jake, you may help me with this, because Ethan says he'd feel safe going to Disneyland because he finally kicked sucking his thumb last week. Like, is that true?
That's awesome.
Yeah, he had an issue with that for a while.
So he just had to move to Kansas to figure out how to not suck his thumb anymore.
He had to buck up. He had to pull him up by the bootstraps.
That was an interesting story I heard this week, though, about thumb sucking. They said the problem we're having right now is we're being so sanitary that all our immune systems are not able to respond. They said kids that suck their thumbs actually handle things better because they eat more dirt.
So what you're saying is we should all suck our thumbs.
Yeah, that's why Ethan does it.
Yeah, it's a preventative measure. It's a preventative measure.
I'm just trying to help him to say that he was okay.
Yeah, he's fine. No,
Ethan, Steve says you're good.
Yeah.
Tell him, Steve, just look right in Ethan's eyes and say, see, you know what, Ethan, you're good to go. Thanks for checking out the Trending Stories Taking Over show. If you like that video, make sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell so you know whenever we have a new video and you're aware of any of the live streams when we do a full show. You can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, on Spotify, anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Go to TSTOshow.com, check it out, or watch one of these other videos over here. You're gonna like it. I have a feeling you're gonna love it.